I've been actively avoiding people at my work mostly. Oh, I forgot to talk about the crazy guy that was talking to me. God damn it. Whatever. There was a guy. Again, I'll probably talk about this again tomorrow. But there was a guy who he sits like an aisle over from me. Older dude. And he's one of the testers. One of the dingy no. But no, he's one of the tester dudes, and he came up. They were talking to Alex across from me, and they're saying that he should. He was talking about Python or something, and trying to install Python, and so they were making some pun that maybe you should start out with something smaller, and then they said a couple snake names. I don't know. Who was saying this was a guy who doesn't know anything about snakes. So, but so then the tester guy was with them too, and they were laughing. And so I was like, "Oh, you guys need some snake advice? I got you." Just joking, right? And so then the old guy was like, "Oh, what kind of? You have snakes? What kind of snakes you got?" So I started talking to him about snakes, and this guy would not. He's just saying like stories and stuff. Like, this is my first time talking to him, and he's rambling on all these like stories, and I'm like, as somebody who doesn't want to be social as much, I was kind of like, please stop. Like, you're talking too much. And this is coming from somebody who talks a lot, but I talk a lot to a very select few people and to stream, kind of. And so he just kept talking. But of course I'm a fucking idiot, and I'm like, I don't know how to like dispel the conversation, you know? How to be like, yeah, anyway, I'm gonna do something else. Bye. Like, I'm too afraid to do that or whatever. So he just kept going on and on and on, and then it's okay. Some of it was okay to talk about, but he then started to get into like the weeds a little bit, not the weed that's directly in the camera's view. Why did they choose to warp characters in with a JPEG of a weed wibble wobbling back and forth? like maybe just like here would have been a little better. It's the weed, whatever. Anyway, like, he's like, so how about that train derailment, huh? And I'm like, oh no. Well, there's probably going to be dialogue.
Well, lady, we're here. The Aegis Wilderness, like you asked.
Lady? I do have a name, you know.
So
I love her outfit.
Masha, what's the plan now?
You are aware of the Annihilation events, yes?
Of course we are. Do you think we've had our heads stuck in the mud or something?
Well, I happen to be looking for a patch of land that was the site of such an event. The Aegis Wilderness, being prone to frequent events, makes it a prime location for my purposes.
Except that runs the risk of us walking straight into another one ourselves.
Yeah, We better not stick around here too long.
I
Hold
think
on.
we'll be fine. Also, are those things like
Tryon used to be in
stuck
Agnes's
to her
survey
skin?
branch. I think he's researching the area.
Wonderful. Music to my ears.
Music to my ears.
There's one old site.
Ooh.
The survey branch maps have it labeled as Piento Basin. It's something of a trek, but it might be sensible to head there instead of us wandering around aimlessly for hours.
My, what a strikingly valuable piece of information. I couldn't have asked for more.
We'll go with you. You don't want to be dealing with all the monsters.
really like her
roaming around here
face.
alone.
That sounds funny, but I do.
A most gracious offer. I suppose I'll take you up on that.
Your earrings are kind of fun.
So, what's so important about this place, anyhow?
A picture is worth 1,000 words, my dear. If luck should favor us, you're sure to find out soon enough.
Sure.
Marching straight into annihilation zones. You must have nerves of steel.
You flatter me to no end, Lance.
Like those things on her chest, though, they kind of remind me. They're like kind of shimmery, but they kind of remind me of like thermal pads. Make me so nerdy. Like thermal pads aren't shiny, but like how they flex with the body, it just reminds me of thermal pads. Anyway, so yeah, he starts talking about the trains, the train derailment, and like fucking. Every bit of news is political, right? And I talk about the politics in the stream a lot. But I don't want to talk about it at work because, like, you know, politics and work don't mix, and people are, I don't know, they're insane. So he starts going off about how there's all these, like, train derailments that have been happening across the nation lately, and that they believe that there's somebody there that's sabotaging all the train networks, and like there's some sort of, like, you know, he's saying some conspiracy crap, and like maybe there is. I haven't looked into any of that stuff. I don't know, but from what I hear, there's technically like hundreds of train derailments every single year. They're just typically not crazy violent spilling chemicals into rivers and shit. And so now that there's, and this happens with every single event, now that it's in the public's eye, everyone becomes a so-called investigator, like a professional investigator, and they have all the answers on what's going on, and so they fucking end up just coming to stupid conclusions and whatnot. Like,
Not to worry. Stick to the plan.
what am I fighting? Bluebirds. And these gigantic level 16 critters. Yeah, he starts saying all this stuff, and I'm like, yeah, all right, man. I mean, those like the chemicals. I said, because ultimately the train disaster could have been handled a lot better, right? Everyone was fucking, like, a lot of the people on the right, of course, are blaming all the left people about doing it, and about, like, not going there and making a statement. They're blaming Pete Butt
That was spectacular.
And
for
MVP.
not doing
You're
anything
all
about
thinking
it, because he's like the National Transportation Lad, but like he doesn't. I don't think this is one of his responsibilities. And then
My, oh my! To think that I would find one so soon. Let it never be said that the fruits of one's labors are not rewarded.
What have you got there?
Again, I must extend to you my deepest thanks.
Have you ever
I would
felt a
never have
thermal
laid my
pad?
hands
Like they
upon
feel.
this were it not for your sterling efforts.
Ah, they feel good. They're like a stupid texture thing.
A rock? Looks like a rock to me.
It's the cross section of the Earth that you always
Those
see in
are unusual inclusions.
textbooks.
I've never seen anything like it. It's as if a number of different types of stone have all been interlaced.
On the ball once more, your assessment is absolutely correct. This stone was formed after several types of subterraneous minerals were exposed to tremendous energy, merging into one.
Tremendous
Metamorphic.
The annihilation effect.
It finally clicked, I see. You might even call this stone a new type of mineral, a curious byproduct of annihilation. As it is created through sheer chance, it is vanishingly improbable that one might reproduce it through human means.
So it's a pretty precious stone then, is what you're saying?
Do you see now why it is that I was so adamant to depart the city?
It does seem pretty special. But what are you going to do with it? Wear it?
Not a terrible idea, really. But no, I already have a different purpose for it in mind.
Oh yeah?
Indeed. Allow me to reiterate before I recapitulate. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Chosen friends, might I ask you to return with me once more to the city? Indeed, what outcome might this ill-omened stone born of calamity bring about? In due time, I will show you.
Ooh, show me. How do you keep your leggings up like that, lady? They don't have a.
No point lingering here. Let's continue this somewhere altogether more comfortable.
Do you see what I'm talking about? She's got all these things. How do they stay stuck to your skin like that? Well, there's a question mark. I might. What's the question mark? Where is it? How do I tell? Is that one? No, that's the guy that wants the stuff. I don't want to give him stuff. Okay, well, we have to go back to the city. Yeah, anyway, so that guy starts getting into all these crazy conspiracy theorist things about the trains. Sure, it's a girl's secret double-sided tape. I forgot about double-sided tape. That's you're not wrong. That's what they do. But it's like special, like skin tape, right? That sweat doesn't just fuck it off. Like a Band-Aid, I guess.
Without further ado, heavens above, I'd completely forgotten.
What is it?
I'm so sorry. I failed to mention what is arguably the most vital facet of my identity.
Come
Your
again?
Robertsons. They're blocked by fuzz.
I know it's rather late, but allow me to formally introduce myself. Masher, lapidurist extraordinaire, at your humble service.
Okay.
Lappy what now?
A
I thought we already-
lapidurist extraordinaire, my dear. An artisan of the crafts, if you will, in drab layman's terms. I specialize in gem processing and precious metalwork, mainly, but I also dabble in many other types of ornamentation.
Huh. Sounds like you keep busy.
He's like, yeah, cool.
Could I trouble you for a bigger reaction? You're the fabled lapidurist extraordinaire, or how inspirational would fit well in this conversational beat.
If anything, I'm surprised you had time to learn to fight like you do, on top of all your other hobbies, I'd say.
Yeah, but ask how she gets her outfit like that.
I hadn't considered that possibility. Thank you for your honest opinion.
These crafts you're talking about, you can make something from that stone.
I shall. Let's see. Judging by the quality of this stone, it might make for a fanciful ring. Normally, it's my policy not to show my methods to the general public. But I'll make an exception this time, just for you.
Yeah, because we're the
Now
general
watch
public.
as the city's lauded lapidarist extraordinaire flaunts her artisanal prowess.
She's just masturbating right in front of us. Cool mechanics I won't use. Whoopsies.
Can we maybe train?
No, I don't want to craft. Well,
That ought to do it. There. More refined
too
than
much.
ever.
Too much. Don't care.
Beautifully done, if I do say so myself. Durable and easy to refine. I made the right call picking that stone for an accessory.
Yeah, it doesn't seem too hard to be a lapidist extraordinaire. You just hold A.
Mio, I'd like to impart this ring to you.
Huh? Are you sure?
Nevermore. Take it and keep it to commemorate our meeting.
Wait, didn't you go searching for that stone because you wanted the ring?
They do say that curiosity and danger are two trunks of the same tree. What you ought to know about me is that I live as I please. That's really all there is to it.
I'm surprised. That's not the kind of mentality I'd have expected from one of the city folk.
Yes, you'd think that, wouldn't you? But having different thoughts and beliefs, that's what makes us human. Just as the people of House Vandam march on Mobius, waving the banner of war, so do you have House Doyle, who stay back, putting the city's preservation above all else. But that's not to say everyone who chooses pacifism thinks the way a Doyle might. Myself, for instance.
But aren't we supposed to all be working together to defeat Mobius?
Yes, I acknowledge
Cheez-Its.
that truth as well. It's a thorny
Nummy, nummy,
question,
nummy.
to be sure.
It's like getting a little
be
snail.
that as it may, I simply cannot in good conscience abandon my principles. Even straying from the soldier's path, how could I deride anyone who seeks meaning in life, who strives for an enlightened future? The city today is a melting pot, one great messy confluence of thoughts. But I'm of the belief that one day they will all meld together to create sweet, perfect harmony. Much like the stone that we discovered. Incidentally, and I'm sorry to change the subject, I think I've taken quite a liking to you all. And on that note, I have a suggestion. What would you say to entering into an exclusive contract with moi?
Huh? Contract for what?
It would grant you the right to receive my premium services.
Bananas is
as a
just...
lapidist
I like to think that
extraordinaire,
she's just off in
expressly
space,
and
just like me.
expeditiously. Clearer now? And that applies to you, especially.
What are you gonna...
Me?
You have the makings of a model, Mio. Such qualities are rare to come by.
Oh.
You are a diamond in the rough, my dear.
Ooh, stone
I
reference.
can see it now. You'll be a future trendsetter.
Thanks, I guess.
This Minute Maid Zero
but I
Sugar
wouldn't dream
Mango
of
Passion, it's alright.
That would go against my principles. All right, my dears. Might I have an answer?
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't mind that. What's
Sure.
everyone else think?
I don't see why not. Sounds like a good offer to me.
Yeah, why not?
You're gonna make gear for us, yeah? Can't say no to that.
No objections from me.
Nor me. And you evidently know how to handle yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
I want a ring
masturbated
just
right
like
in front of us.
Mimi's.
Splendid. Then it's a done deal. Oh, one more thing. I'll have to ask you to procure the necessary materials for my work. And of course, I'll have to ask you to reimburse me for the labor as well.
What? Oh, come on.
You're gonna charge us? Some generosity that is.
On the contrary, I'd be more wary of anyone who offers their services for free. And besides, I pride myself on my skills as a lapidarist extraordinaire.
Are you like, oh, I'm doing you a
Assured
favor
that
by
all
charging you?
articles you request will be delivered to the highest possible standard. Satisfaction guaranteed.
It's like Comcast of the goddamn gem community. Great camera shot. That's just good. Yeah!
I look forward to a fruitful partnership.
Who is it? Mio! Cool.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully I don't have to do that ever again. So that guy though, that old guy, he started to go into the balloons that have been flying over the U.S. and being like, "Oh, what about these balloons?" He doesn't sound like this at all, by the way. Wait, where am I going? Let's mark it as the active quest. Oh shit, there's that quest. I could have continued. Oh well. I start going to the balloons and he's like, well, at that height, if they're flying over military bases, they could shoot off an EMP. So I was like, uh-huh. And so I was like, look, if they're truly Chinese spy balloons, why would China? I was like, cause like, okay, we'll talk about an EMP at that height. You're not going to be able to do very much.
Lance, you're a glutton for punishment, ain't ya?
Don't tell me you ain't curious too. I want to know all their tricks of the trade.
I was like, at that height, you'd have to have a very, very, very powerful EMP because of inverse square law, right? And the best way to achieve that is just literally detonating a nuke, right? Like in the upper atmosphere. It's really silly. And on top of that, yeah, okay, they blow the damn thing up and then they EMP one military base in the United States. I don't think that's going to be very wise for China. That's a pretty stupid idea. Oh, wow, you brought him down. Also, a lot of these electronics, they're fucking behind EM shielding and in server rooms and shit like that. They're not going to fucking have a big problem. It was just kind of silly. We said that, me and Alex, which I was amazed he actually said it too, but he knows a bit about physics. He was like, yeah, it's not. That doesn't sound very smart. He was like, well, I don't know, it could be. We're like, oh, great. He's convinced of his little idea. We said something that makes it sound really stupid. He's like, yeah, I still believe it, though. And
6 ain't many.
6 of what now?
The Ouroboros candidates. All that training, and 6 get in.
Oh yeah, Monica did say something like that to us.
I feel kind of let down.
How so?
Just knowing there's a pecking order here too. Makes them the same. Same as us.
People aren't equally suited to everything. Such is life.
Sure, I guess. But
I'm feeling hungry. You guys
Just
want to go
need
grab a
EMP
bite?
strong enough to get past the shielding.
I'm in
Just
favor.
because it's also strong enough to disrupt
How about the
brains.
shopping area? I found the tastiest looking torpedo.
Yeah, just
stand.
fucking
How's that sound?
detonate a sun in the
Torpedo
upper
ramps, eh?
atmosphere, I guess.
Fuck yes. Lance?
yeah, sure thing.
But does it though? Like, how strong does your EMP need to be to affect your brain at that point? Because, like, an MRI doesn't affect your brain, really. At least to any, like, noticeable effect. Cheez-Its. These were good. Too bad I won't get them again for a long time. I'm trying to eat a lot less. I'm gonna try to finish all my little snacks. And never eat ever again. No, I'll eat proper meals. But also, like, if you made an EMP that was that strong, what are the side effects of it actually happening, like actually activating? Because, like, it makes me think to have an EMP that strong, you need, like, a magnetar. Then just being that close to a magnetar is going to have gravitational ramifications that are going to outweigh
A city torpedo ramp, eh? This has me curious.
The shop that sells them should be just
Anything.
across the bridge.
Oh, it's gray. Is this your house, Gray? I thought your house was over there. Why is this house is like special? It's Salmon's house. My name's Salmon. I swim upstream every year. Oh, I fall between the buildings. And just like that, the heroes are dead. But then also, like, he kept talking about, like, I don't know why he kept bringing it up, but he brought up many times where people were trying to, like, rob him and how he has a gun and he was ready to shoot anyone that was going to enter his house, but he wasn't going to just shoot them right as they entered. He was going to evaluate and assess their danger level, but if he had to, he was going to shoot him or pistol whip him. And he just kept, like, he's trying to, like, flex on me, you know?
What are you doing back here? How many times have I told you no performing out here?
Oh yeah, no fun. Get out of here. Just so many times. He's also, like, brought up that, oh yeah, I could probably pick that lock.
You shouldn't be wasting your time
Because
like
he used to be a locksmith.
Don't you have training?
I'm not wasting my time. This is my job here.
What's your
You
job?
call that a job?
Hey, you're Ouroboros, right?
The morale boosting?
I've heard. I suppose my job doesn't really compare to yours, I'll admit.
Why are they on your case?
Street performance. It's not allowed on this road.
Street performance.
This stuff. Around this spot, this is where you get the best crowds. But still they like to push me around. We're at war here. Why aren't you fighting? they say.
Do you not need to be fighting?
The city's army is just for volunteers.
That's like, oh fuck.
Plenty who are willing,
Why is that?
because it gets you others' approval.
Yeah, well, it would, wouldn't it?
You think so?
What's this conversation?
You don't?
Well, who decides what has merit? And whoever's
Lance,
making
Lance
the
is getting his
rules,
mind blown right now.
How do we know they're right?
You mean I could do something other than fighting?
I mean, I don't really know anything. It's just,
Uh-huh.
I think, isn't it fine if there's like one guy who makes the call for himself? You know?
Even if it ends up being pointless.
Hey, even pointless things can have a point down the line. I want to live my way. Take it one step at a time, the way I want. Really live.
I'd like to think that was his brain.
Oh, rats!
Breep,
Let's go
breep,
before the
breep.
guards find me again.
Hey!
Lance like brain
Tell you
malfunction.
I've got a new trick, just in the works. You should come and watch. Bye.
It's where I throw 7 balls instead of 6.
You okay there? Can I help out?
Nah. I'm all good.
He looks like such a dork in that outfit.
Lance! This alarm's worrying. Head for the war room.
Right. On it.
We never got
Uh-huh.
to eat any torpedo wraps.
Sorry, but the war room should be our top priority right now.
No, but how about the torpedo wraps though? Assess the threat level. Could be a salesman that sticks their foot in the door. You attempt to enter my home without permission, your life is forfeit. That's literally like a rule here in the United States, though. You know, it's the make my day law. And it's if somebody just decides to enter your house without your permission, you have the right to kill them, essentially. Which, to be fair, it's good protection for like actual threats, right? Somebody busts into your house. But that sort of, it's a little too lenient, I think. And I don't know if like if someone stuck their foot in the door. I really wish her flute went with the music, but like he just kept saying it, and he kept being like, "Oh, I could pick those locks," and like literally the lock, like the first lock he said that about, he's like, "Yeah, I could pick that lock."
Every day's a training day.
I literally picked that lock at my work. It's such a, they're really shitty locks. Like you just wave rake it, man. Like
Cradle transport for the colonies.
cool.
Yes. The report is calling it large scale.
And you want to liberate it, like you did that last batch.
Right, well, that explains the emergency assembly.
When? Where? By our estimate, tomorrow, late night. Podesto Valley floor, at the Great Sword's base. Boss, the logistics guys wanted an overnight camping kind of deal.
Approved. Sort out the planning.
Just what I thought you'd say, so I took initiative. We can leave any time.
What do you think? Should we lend them a hand with it?
Yeah, gladly. If Monica's okay with it.
I can't
It's up to you.
not think about Monica from
But
the
if things don't
DLC.
go to plan, there might be a fight.
We're prepared for that.
There
I've done a fight or
Take
two.
this chance to show my soldiers that Ouroboros spark.
I can pick those locks.
It'll be an illuminating experience for them, fighting or not.
All right. We'll drill them well.
You can draw out locks. But yeah, the reason why I fucking picked that lock at my work is because this one guy said, he's like, I opened this lock with the wrong key the other day. What the hell? I was like, oh yeah, that's because you essentially did like a wave rate type thing. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, I watch a lot of lockpicking lawyer. I was like, here, watch. I walked over there. I did it real quick in front of him. I was like, see? He's like, holy shit, those aren't secure. I'm like, look at these cabinet doors for that are locked are flimsy as hell. Like if somebody wants the shit in it bad enough, they could easily just break it. It's not. This is just a deterrent for people who don't want to get violent, you know? What? I got like pushed underneath more. That was glitching there a little bit. I was like, so really like this, whatever. It's kind of funny that we have like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of processors behind a lock that you could just
All we had
easily
to do was bash heads.
jiggle open.
No thinking, no nothing.
But again, you know, let's
What about the dying part?
you
weren't scared?
Sure, I was scared.
you have to like badge into the
But
building anyway,
at
and
least
to
I knew
badge
what was
into
expected of me.
that room
Wait a
too,
sec. You want to go back to that?
like
Obviously not.
proper
Just saying
locks.
how I feel.
So
There's just too much snuff to consider nowadays. It's
the
doing
people who have
my
access to
nutty.
it are pretty
I think
trusted.
you should try
You know,
it sometime. This thinking thing might not be so bad.
Stop making it sound like I don't.
You just said it yourself. No thinking, no nothing.
I was talking about before, you spoon.
Sorry, who are you calling a spoon?
Oh, shut up. If you're gonna act like a spoon, of course I'm gonna call you one.
It takes one to know one.
What?
Let's just chill out here, you guys.
I'm rubber,
Okay,
you're
then
glue.
why don't you tell me where we are now? What's this region? Come on, spill.
Whatever you say bounces off to
Uh,
me and sticks to your
it's,
spoon.
See? You can't tell your ass from your elbow. Doesn't that make you the spoon?
Just because I slept through that class,
Spoon
if
class?
I've been awake for it,
He's right.
then
Things were easier. Then stay awake, you spoon.
Yeah. We had everything handed to us. Back then.
That's not quite true in your case, though, is it?
What?
You had thoughts, and deep ones at that. I can tell when we're playing together.
But you have as well.
I hope you find an answer.
Absolutely. We'll find it. I'm sure.
Yeah. Our front door as a kid has a lock that could be jiggled open with a solid smack at the right spot. Yeah, my lockers were like that. Like any of the lockers that you had in high school,
The
you
council
could
still stands on the Great Sword.
all you had to do was like turn the handle, right, that you had to spin, and then just like give it a good smack right underneath it, just a little hit, and it would jiggle it open. But you couldn't just like do that from the get-go. You had to put like this piece of paper in a very specific spot, and it would keep it closed, and you couldn't just open it. You could still combination open it and everything, but you could just do that. As long as you knew how to do that, you'd modify the lock slightly and you were good.
This is something decent, right?
Yeah, first time was an accident. Yeah, that's. See, that's the problem with
Hey,
some of that
guys.
home security stuff. You know, is like
it's an honor.
A lot of
I mean,
locks
this
in
chance to
general
do
are
an op with you
shitty.
guys.
What do you mean?
You're my heroes. Ouroboros. I mean, I always knew a grunt like me could never measure up. Although we all still
Too
dreamed
short.
of it. And now you're here in the flesh. Doesn't seem real.
What's so great about us?
Huh?
Before this op's done, we might have to kill old friends. How about it? Could you do it? Stab a friend?
Lance!
Lance, what are you doing?
I mean, that's...
Could you
If you're here with
could you
some
stab a friend?
half-assed
Maybe
notions,
tickle his balls a
go
little bit?
home.
Stick your finger in his nose?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just got excited.
They talk big, but when shit hits the fan, they might just double-cross us. You watch.
You saying you can't trust us with the job?
100%. You never trained with our unit before. Never ever fought by our side. Way I see it, you're just some arsewipes who stole away what was rightfully ours.
Oh yeah? If I let you down, shoot me. In the front or back, I don't care.
Gee,
But I have to
thanks.
enter your house first.
Well, that's awful big of you, pal.
I'm sorry. Maybe we shouldn't have come.
No, this is good. It's how you build trust. You can only begin once you've gotten everything out in the open.
Really?
One of my dad's favorite lines. Wasn't it the same for you lot?
Kind of wish there was some sound here. Like, it seems broken.
Yeah. You might be right on the mark.
I'm sure they'll settle down when they need to.
Even like a
They've
little
got
like
good role models today.
energy noise, like.
Something so valuable
Lance.
here.
Yeah, that guy was so annoying. I'd eventually like just kind of get up and go, all right, I'm gonna go to lunch now, and I just like walked away. And there's another guy who's like a big. I don't know if he's like a manager or what he is, like some sort of project manager or something. But he sits an aisle over, but he's like diagonal from my cube, so like. And he's in meetings like all throughout the day, you know, and so he's always talking on the phone. I don't really care. He's not obnoxious about it.
There's quite a few of them.
But it's too quiet. There's barely any signs of life. They're probably all conked out.
The fewer sentries, the better for us.
Monica, the cradles are in that transport.
Yes, it's likely. Let's head down. If we go round from the right, we can approach unseen.
Roger that.
Roger that. Roger that. So yeah, that guy, like I was waiting for my food to heat up in the microwave, and he was waiting for his coffee.
Let's try not to get ahead of ourselves.
What? Don't. Hey, this is. This is a silly thing. Yeah, you only want me to go a certain way, but like you made the quest line go through it, whatever. But yeah, I was heating up my food, and that guy started to talk to me, and like I don't want to talk to that guy. That was the guy that awkwardly told me. I was like, "Oh man, I'm so sore," and then he he made the comment that like I was talking to somebody else, and he kind of butted into the conversation. He's like, "Oh yeah, you got those DOMs, yeah." He's like, "Where you sore?" And he like, I'll poke you there or whatever. And he was like, thinking that I work out my arms because I'm man, I guess.
They're all empty.
And I was like, yeah, the inside of my thighs. He kind of went.
Monica! There's nothing in here!
But he started to small talk me at my lunch.
Son of a...
I was like, please stop.
Report!
Same over here. We got cradles.
I hate
Nothing
small
in 'em.
talk so much.
Monica?
Like I could.
Did we just fall for a trap?
Oh no, trap.
They've got us surrounded.
Kavesi troops.
Well, doesn't it suck to be you? Every little step you made turned out exactly as planned. Now us, we're an elite unit, the all-stars of Keves.
Look how slow they're
You lot
walking.
have been doing as you please for
Wow,
long
they're so
enough.
cool.
Right here, right now, we're gonna correct that little mistake. Garth! Oh! So you've actually heard of me? Guess I gotta give myself more credit than I thought.
Wait, what?
Layla and who?
Who?
Sparks. They look like they're in their early terms. That means...
They got reborn.
That adds up. This lot, soon after they moved to Colony 8, I hear they croaked.
Don't dare look down on us second-termers. We were chosen. We are the elite. Now, I don't know if you're lost numbers or what, but you're in our way, and for that, your heads are gonna roll!
I like how the robot has like an idle animation. Because like it's such an inefficient use of energy, and like robots wouldn't have that. But some scientist who made these robots was like, yeah, we have to make it look like they're breathing. Just like in Metal Gear when they have Metal Gear Rex roar. Like, yeah, we have to. But to be fair, that was Otacon, and he's a big weeb. So of course he's like, oh fucking, I'm making a goddamn kind of dinosaur-like robot. Fucking make it roar, hell yeah. I try my hardest just to avoid a lot of the work interactions though. Like we had this like very fancy dinner coming up. That's all expenses paid or whatever. I really don't want to go. Partially because it's not during work hours.
Just finish him off already. I need that sweet, sweet life. Finish him off. Hurry, run him through.
I don't want to see most of these people
Kill 'em
outside
dead.
of
That'll give me
my
a
work.
good top up, nice and easy. Gotta love this new flame clock the console was kind enough to give us. It's a belter.
What does that mean? Like a
It's a
parent
different color.
beats me with a belt.
Yeah, that is no ordinary flame clock.
Back in my old colony, if some moron slowed you down, there was nothing you could do. Oh, you could kill him, sure, but you wouldn't get any life from it. But around here, that's all changed. Here, life is the privilege of the strong. The final survivor gets to take the whole snuffing cake.
Garvel.
You get it now, do you? The weaklings need to be taken out of the running, so give me some of that sweet life!
This is like Jet Li's the one.
You mother!
You can call yourself elite all you want, but do moderate your expectations.
You're the same as ever, Garv. Only ever thinking of yourself.
How you gonna win against us like that?
What the snuff is this? No one told us about these monsters!
Yeah, we can turn into mechs. Oh, it's a console. Which one?
What? Lady Consul!
I should have known.
Guess you can't have a Feronis without a consul, eh?
My Ouroboros as well.
Oh, it's the Medusa one.
I suppose I ought to have prepared better still.
Who's that?
A woman?
You like my children? They're an anti-city special unit. One that I have diligently raised and lavished with love myself.
They're not very good.
It has been backbreaking to educate them so. They'll have to earn much, much more life for me before they're done. I hate failed investments.
She's
So
got
you
like
see.
stomp on me librarian energy.
You brats out myself to protect mine.
Oh, she's kind of cool looking.
Try me then.
Why am I this transformation? It's the lame one. H. She's H. H for Medusa. Yeah, the I've been curious on going to that restaurant, but like again, I just don't. That's too much socializing. I don't want anything to do with it. The other guy at my work, he was fucking in his cubicle the other day, just yelling, "God damn it," over and over and over again. Like, he probably yelled "God damn it" like 30 times. Really loud. And the other people in the company don't want to hear that shit, right? Like, you're in a professional environment with all these people in cubicles and there's a guy yelling. He's autistic, but like, dude's gotta calm himself. And he was yelling because he sent a meeting invitation to the wrong person. Dude. You need to like calm down. And then like they showed me one of the PRs he made. And this is the guy that I make more money than now, which he's been there longer than me, and he is smart. Definitely smarter than me. There's no doubt. Yeah, at least with programming, right? But to be fair to myself, I guess, his hobby is also programming. So when he gets home from work and he's been programming all day at work, he goes home and programs at home. I can't do that shit. Uh-oh, I'm locked down. What do I do? But they showed me one of his PRs, and he had like everything spelled wrong. Man. It was like really bad. Like how did you spell this word wrong when literally down below you posted a link that has the word in it spelled correctly?
Nobody told me the Ouroboros bombs were so horribly strong! Why did no one tell me?
Dear oh dear. It seems your grasp has exceeded your reach.
Noah! Cut the flame clock! We gotta release Garv and the others! This simply is a spell!
What just happened? The console, she
just disappeared.
Lady Consul? Lady Consul!
Wait, did she die?
What am I supposed to...
You big baby! Fucking
Drop it, Garv! Your clock's gone!
hentai-ons in the back,
down.
just like going like this.
Peace. You don't have to fight anymore. Huh? No more stealing of lives. No more charity from consuls.
What are you on about? Get snuffed. You're talking out your ass. Don't have to fight. Fighting is all that we know. If we don't have that, then what the snuff are we supposed to do? Tell me! What do we do now?
Pick up knitting or something, man. Go to the city.
Hey, need some help?
Huh? Ah, yeah. Nah. Been through worse. Man, you guys. Stunning. You're so far beyond us.
Ah, it's not a big deal. If you were one of us, you'd do just as well.
They're fucking... they're flexing and touching each other's muscles. Giving each other
They'll
bro
be okay,
compliments.
those guys.
What's eating you, Lance?
Well, I just worry we cut them loose a bit soon.
Tell me! What are we gonna do now?
How would I know?
Huh?
You stop stealing lives. You guard them. It's simple. But the how is up to you. Got it?
Just don't be a bitch, I think is...
Spark? You can't do this to us.
Colony 4. Know it?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
On your map, middle of the Faunus region. The lieutenant there, Boliaris. You can tell him we sent you.
There's no F
Try him.
in that word.
Helps to have a mentor, starting out.
It's not lieutenant.
You gave them the info. Now they got a choice. Some might take it hard, though.
Besides, when we cut through the flame clock, it was to protect the city detachment too. There was little else we could do.
If we'd meddled even more, it might have come right back round to bite us in the bum. We
Yeah,
did the right thing
little
by telling them
bum
about Colony
nibbling.
4. I think that was the best course of action.
Everything they believed came crashing down just like that. They'll be confused for a while, sure. But they'll figure it out. Just the same as you lot did.
We might have gotten off lightly. If we hadn't met like we did in that valley, we'd be just as confused as those guys. Luck was on our side. Speaking of, back then, wasn't it Lance who was the most reluctant of us?
Nah. Our big man was just a bit shy to introduce himself in front of new people. Right?
Ah, shut up.
Oh, yeah, he was. I did kind of get the impression that he was embarrassed to speak up. Right? Eh? Oh, he's just a big teddy bear, really.
Little like ring effect on the boosters there. Oh man, we did it. We beat the video game. We didn't beat the video game.
Here, Lance. Same dish as mine. Double ardent meat, deluxe.
Oh, that looks good.
Thanks a bunch.
Let's see. No tall spice here, but double veggies.
Ardent sausage, huh? That sounds good. But then, there's the tall spice sauce as well. Fluff cream and skeeter syrup dressing. What delight!
Don't say all these words. They sound delicious. They don't even exist.
How can I possibly choose?
Did that say it was chocolate, but it was like cho and then clit?
Hard to believe, huh? Eating what we want.
Huh?
But is it enough? I want more.
Dude, that's already pretty hefty. You really gonna eat another?
I want to juggle.
Oh, hey. Whoa, he's pretty decent.
Or have I got it backwards?
These nuts. Don't show him eating it.
Maybe it has to start with me.
I mean, that was an okay quest. Like, I guess Lands is like, what did he gain out of that? To find his own purpose or whatever? That he doesn't have to, like, things aren't all about fighting too. There's other things to appreciate in the world. I don't fucking know. Sounds good though. You know, it's all sounds good. Let's go here. Go here. Oh boy. I think I'm supposed to talk to a bunch of people around here. Oh, discuss at a rest spot. Parts gone missing. Okay. We got this. Right over here, wasn't there? Yeah. Discuss.
I've already got food on the brain. And today's story is...
Make a friend. Uh-huh. Sure.
We should talk about this.
All good.
We should talk about this.
We're just gonna skip all this because, man. Unfortunately,
Group chat first, right?
there's way too much. Bugs! The character looks cute. I don't know who it is.
And today's story is... And today's story is...
We gained a lot of knowledge from that. One thing's for certain.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Robot noises. Alright. We're gonna go to here. Here. Yeah, I had to work from home today, but I'm really glad I'm going back into work tomorrow because, you know, I don't said many times I don't like working from home the most. It's just not as fun. I did get to take like a fucking 15-minute nap. I feel that's only really possible when I'm at home. But you know, I'm so old that like a 15-minute nap is really revitalizing. Really resets the brain.
Good thing we found this.
Friggin' GameStop said that they... Oh, your copy of Metroid Prime Remastered is on the way. And I'm like, alright. And then it's like, click here to track your order. I go and track my order and it says, well, we actually don't have enough copies, so we're gonna wait till we get your copy in.
Collection complete.
I was like, I was really looking forward to playing it this week, but guess not. Yeah, I'm just gonna beat it in like 5-6 hours or whatever, and that's it. But I don't read any of the story. I already know all the crap that happens, but I mean, I guess to say all the crap, but really it's not all the crap that happens. I just know some of it. I don't care much for the lore of the game. Like, it's kind of neat, but it's whatever. He's gonna fix Robot Friend. There he is. Yeah, Mega Friend. Look at him. Yeah. Dinky Dinky and Widge Widge. Those are the people that fucked him up.
Both Dinky Dinky and Widge Widge were the culprits. Which knockout were they again?
Couldn't tell you. Colony 30 was teeming with the furballs.
Hi, Dinky Dinky. Yeah, but like, why? Apparently some person ordered it off Amazon too. Before it was sold out on Amazon that day. And Amazon said they won't send him Metroid Prime until March 27th. Dinky Dinky love Huge Doric. That might be a euphemism or something. But Dorg always with Mecha Friend. Widge only jealous of screwdriver technique of Mecha Friend. Is much more advanced than Widge can do. Widge no Valdi not like it, but if Mecha Friend out of picture, then only us work with Doric. Pooly say so. So that why. Ah, I see. It's responsibility of ours. Widge leave now. Thanks for everything. Yeah. They've learned the lesson. That's enough for him. Look at all of them will come together. Yeah, we did it.
When the spark did Colony 30 get this many knock on? I don't know, but at this rate, they'll have the work done in a snap. What was it they needed again?
Fuck, man.
I hope everyone's getting along.
Like a friend. See me. Ritz, like the crackers. Dinky dinky. No, he's fucking T-posing. Doing some squats. Getting all sweaty. Squats and sweats. Ooh, I've been seeing No Pond pulling all nighters and maintenance. Any idea who that is? Probably shouldn't be running around. The real perpetrator. Oh no, that No Pond. He looked so menacing. Honestly, though, please, video game. You need to have the eyes, the like new info icons
Can we maybe train?
on the map. Please.
We should talk about this.
What's Pooly all about?
Where to from here?
I need to find out if we're going to my parents' house this weekend. We usually do once a month, but you guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh no! Sniff him. All right then, keep your secrets.
This looks climbable.
So tired. been mostly writing documentation this weekend. It's been really lame. But I like it a lot better because we haven't been doing bullshit. Like, keeping track of what we're doing, notes kind of stuff. It's just been lame. Oh. Here? Hello? Grab him. Hey, what you scribbling there? Doing best at working hard for Alexandria. Please give many praises as reward. Eh? Don't look at thing without ask, you very rude character. Oh, swirly glasses. Alexandria? Colony Iota? What exactly are you working so hard for her on? We should just take Alexandria out of our pocket and then ask what the fuck's going on. Use it, the stink ban. Okay, let me see if I got it right. There's no problem with intending to pass Colony 30 intelligence to another colony. In addition, hoping to cause rifts within the colony, he masterminded this plan to steal Mech Friend's parts. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, look at that. That's a guilty face. Pulley not let Colony 30 defeat Alexandria, so Pulley defeat Colony 30 instead of make Alexandria happy. That plan. So what now, Commander Valdi? Question. I don't want my friends to be hurt. But Pulley, can we just be friends and get along? Baldy. Pulley, sorry. Pulley feels so huge remorse. All is forgiven. Really? Valdi says he forgives him. Pulley have change of heart and worked very hard now. What quest?
I hope everyone's getting along.
I hear Pulley's helping with the construction now. Hope he's keeping his nose to the grindstone.
That knock on is fishy, however you look at it. We should remain wary.
Rapapa. Rapapa.
What was it they needed again?
Need one of these. One of those. One of those. One of those again. Maybe one of these? I don't know, one of those. Oh. I've been all around the world, buddy. Can this robot be done, please? It doesn't even look like it's gonna be that good. I don't know what makes it any more special. Like, if I get to pilot it, that's sick. Please. Please. Yes. 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 Oh boy. Maybe I have to have Voldy in my pocket.
I'm coming with you. Hey, Baldi, is Yuzette not around? Oh, you're right. I wonder where he's gone. Yuzette, what happened?
Was standing 1 minute and then flop onto ground.
What?
You're overreacting, don't you think? I'm just exhausted, that's all.
Have you been ground
You've
flopping?
been pushing yourself too hard.
Workload's pretty intense right now. I've got to do my part to keep the colony running.
Is it really that bad?
We used to get support based on how well the Levna squadrons performed in battle. The castle provided for us, so now we have to work like a mudder to make up the shortfall.
Why didn't you tell me?
Didn't think I needed to. I thought I could manage well enough by myself.
Now that stink of untruth. You said working hard for Valdi. Did not want sympathy vote.
Hey!
You said want to act dependable to get on good side of Valdi. Tried hard not to show weakness.
Is that true?
What does it matter? Fact is, I can't be lying down on the job.
Look, we get that you're under a lot of pressure. What is it that needs doing, anyhow?
Dispatching of Levnesses to Colony Lambda.
To Lambda?
So you're lending out Kavesi Levnesses to Agnes?
That's right. Even after they've served their purpose in battle, the Levnesses themselves can still function. I wanted to get as much use out of them as I could.
So he's saying. But now look at sorry state of him. But Papa also been showing you that ropes as little side project.
Oh, you were teaching me?
Let me help. I'd love to. Come on. Give me a job to do.
Huh? Well, if you're asking, how about handling the Levnis shipment I was talking about? Once you get them there, it's just a matter of delivering them to the commander.
Sure thing. I can do that.
Incidentally, what need does Commander Izzard have with Kavesi Levnesses?
I'm not 100% on the details, but he wants them for some kind of survey.
Levnesses to scout something out. I wonder what's going on at Lambda.
No point speculating when we can just check it out ourselves. Right?
Right.
Be thorough, yeah? Oh, but, don't push it too hard.
Oh, we'll be fine. You just take a lie down and make sure you're all rested up. So then, off to Colony Lambda we go.
Ascension Quest.
Hey, the colony relations changed.
Shad sends me all these instructions on how to like start some Ascension quests.